When somebody has a breakthrough innovation, it is rarely one little thing. Very rarely. Is it one little thing? It's usually a whole branch of things that collectively amount to a huge innovation. It's very important to like the people you work with. Otherwise, life and your job is gonna be quite miserable. I am interested in things that change the world or that affect the future and wonder us. New technology where you see it and you are like, wow, how did that even happen? How is that possible? People work better when they know what the goal is and why. It is important that people look forward to coming to work in the morning and enjoy working. I don't spend my time pontificating about high concept things. I spend my time solving engineering and manufacturing problems. Some people don't like change, but you need to embrace change if the alternative is disaster. I think it's very important to have a feedback loop where you are constantly thinking about what you have done and how you could be doing it better. I think the best way to attract venture capital is to try and come up with a demonstration of whatever product or service it is and ideally take that as far as you can. Just see if you can sell that to real customers and start generating some momentum. The further along you can get with that, the more likely you are to get funding. If you get up in the morning and think the future is going to be better, it is a bright day, otherwise it's not. I say something and then it usually happens. Maybe not on schedule, but it usually happens. If something has to be designed and invented, and you have to figure out how to ensure that the value of the thing you create is greater than the cost of the inputs, then that is probably my core skill. I would not say I have a lack of fear. In fact, I had like my fear emotion to be less because it's very distracting and fries my nervous system. My biggest mistake is probably owing too much on someone's talents and not someone's personality. I think it matters whether someone has a good heart. When Henry Ford made cheap reliable cars, people said, now, what's wrong with a horse? That was a huge bet he made, and it worked. The first step is to establish that something is possible. Then probability will occur. It's okay to have your eggs in one basket as long as you control what happens to that basket. I would just question things. It would infuriate my parents that I would not just believe them when they said something, cause I had asked them why, and then I had considered whether that response made sense given everything else I knew. I have actually not read any books on time management. A company is a group organized to create a product or service, and it is only as good as its people and how excited they are about creating. I do want to recognize a ton of super talented people. I just happen to be the face of the companies. What makes innovative thinking happen? Think it's really a mindset. You have to decide. I do think there is a lot of potential if you have compelling product and people are willing to pay a premium for that. I think that is what Apple has shown. You can buy a much cheaper cell phone or laptop, but Apple's product is so much better than the alternative and people are willing to pay that premium. When something is important enough, you do it even if the odds are not in your favor.